Buenos dias. Standard twos and threes. Yes. Safe practices. Remember to wear your mask. When you're taking off your mask, always at the sides here, don't touch the mask. If you have reusable masks, you take it out like this, put it in soapy water, wash it. Soap and water is very, 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 very important. Don't forget social distancing. All right. So we are in the season of Lent, and let's see what art we are going to do today. Okay, so we are looking at our journey with Jesus, mixed media. Um, well, Lent is a journey that in life that we all go through a journey, but it's a time where we really stop and try extra hard. It doesn't mean after Lent we don't do it, huh? We continue. And it's where we stop and always look at ourselves. So first thing, we're going to start with Jesus. We're making Jesus from a simple toilet paper roll and paper. Jesus is any interpretation, any color that you want. So simple toilet paper, brown paper. If you have white paper, it doesn't matter. You crumble it into a bowl. I've shown there, put it on top of the roll. All right. So the crumpled paper and the toilet paper roll is the body. So now we are going to do the head and the mouth. And remember, we learned about symmetry art, where you can fold the paper in half. Here you can see the hairline, right? And I made the mustache and the beard. When you open it, it will look like that. So once you keep it on the fold line is here, or the line of symmetry is here. When you cut it out, both sides will be the same. You can see my pencil drawing there. So you could draw it first on one half and then cut it out. There you go. So here we have the hair and the beard of Jesus, and you stick it onto the frame. Okay, so for the clothing of Jesus, we just use a paper napkin. Let me just stop for a minute there. So you take your napkin, fold it in half like this, okay? That's the toilet paper roll. All you do, you stick it to the back here. We want his long sleeves, folding like this, and then you tuck it underneath like that, okay? If you have string, you could put a sash. If you don't, the same brown paper or paper, I just folded it like this, stuck it together like that, and I made a sash for Jesus. So this is what my Jesus looks like, okay? So from the back, we can see the brown paper, the toilet paper roll, clothing of Jesus, right? The belt, if I want, I could also stick in some hands there. If you want, you go ahead. You are the designer, okay? You could even design the clothing that you want Jesus to wear, to eye space. You could put on lips, anything you want. You're the designer because Jesus is your interpretation, right? Your coloration. Jesus, my Jesus is a reflection of me. So I chose colors that were close to me and colors that were available to me. Okay. All right. So let's go back. Okay. So Lent lasts for 40 days and Lent is a journey, right? Because that's when we want to do prayer. We want to fast. We want to give. All right. So on your paper, on landscape, you will make some squirrely lines showing the journey with Jesus. So the first thing you will do is write journey with Jesus. And the ultimate journey is our salvation, the cross, Calvary. That's what God did for us. Okay? Then I want you to put on either side using, so journey with Jesus is one color because this is what it is, a journey with Jesus. But I want you to use a different color for prayer. So I wrote prayer twice, fast, right? And give twice. Okay. Now you're using crayons for this, crayons or oil pastels. because you know how I love mixed media. I love how when you use the crayons with the paints, the effect that you get. Then we're going to focus on the winding road. So here it is. I colored the winding road in different shades of brown, highlighting those curves. Because when we are journeying with Jesus, it's never a straight road. It's curved, it's narrow, it's winding, it's up, it's down. That is our journey with Jesus. And that is symbolical of our journey with Jesus is not easy. When we want to pray, that's a time when it's so easy to do something wrong. When you want to fast, when we say fast, some of you may like to look at a lot of TV, or some of you, well, it's not TV now, it's games. Instead of going over your work, you might find it is so much easier to look at the games or look at you, whatever YouTube you like. Instead of doing that for Lent, that is the time when you pull away and you say, let me stop, let me fast. Another aspect of Lent is we give. How many of us know to give? Give of our time, give of ourselves, and give to each other, right? Lent is a time of giving. Lent is also a time of praying. How many of you, during the course of the day, you stop and say a prayer for somebody special to you? So this is our board. So I want to see your page like this. Firstly, I'm going over it again. Journey with Jesus, one color. And I want to see on either side prayer, the word prayer, the word give, and the word fast. You could use different colors. All right. Right. Remember I said we are doing mixed media. So the next thing we're going to do is do a wash, our famous wash. Whole term we've been learning about wash. So you will choose your favorite color, right? Starting with, but the first color I want you to start with yellow, because at the end of the journey is salvation, which is Christ, which is that bright yellow. So the cross, I'm seeing yellow. So you put your splotches of yellow. Remember, it's a wash. Then you incorporate your other colors. So you have an abstract piece, but the abstract piece is telling us about the journey and let the journey begin. So let me show you what mine looks like. So this is mine, right? Let me see if I can pull it up for you. Okay. So, and we have the Jesus. How is this going to work? Every day, especially for these 40 days, you are going to move your Jesus around the journey. At the end of the day, you're going to ask yourself, now that's between you and Jesus. Did I give? Did I give of my time? Did I give of my energy? When I say time and energy, did I give my time to listen to somebody who needed help at home? So if mommy is always talking about the wares in the sink, did I give of my time to wash those wares? Or did I give up my time to listen to Miss? Every time Miss is saying, turn off the volume, listen to me, stop talking. Did I give up that? Did I give of a note to mommy when mommy comes home from work or daddy? Because it's hard. Did I give a note? Did I give a note or did I come and say, I love you? That's giving. Okay? Did I fast? So this Jesus on your model, you hold it up here, right? You will put it down there on your, at the end of the day. Did you do that? And girls, when you spend time at the end of the day figuring out what you did, you would reach your salvation. Our journey in life is about our salvation, because about doing the things that God wants us to do. Lent is the trigger for us to remember to do it all the time. All right, so have fun, take your time, think about it. We are doing art, but we are also trying to build up our character, our spirituality, our journey with Christ. Safe practices, we put back on our mask, right? Hasta la vista.